here's Joe Mixon as they start on the and right away he lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams sprint plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Hall again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it. That's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Third and 2, now Wilson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bengals drive about to get going. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This defense for the Jets, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the 31, Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
As Jamar Chase picks up a first down here, how about a quick reflection on his debut as a rookie? Set a new rookie receiving record and the Bengals franchise record with 1,455 yards and was 3rd in the league in touchdowns. He became only the 2nd rookie receiver named All-Pro since 1998, joining former LSU teammate Justin Jefferson, who did it in 2020.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Here we go. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Trenton Cannon, his first carry of the ball game. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Here we go, here we go. They'll give it to Mixon, and he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Jets at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last this run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Hall. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fool them with the inside run.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
But the Bengals had the remarkable run to the Super Bowl last year, but one team that gave them trouble were these New York Jets. You might remember back in Week 8, it was the Jets rallying behind backup Mike White, who threw for 405 yards and 3 touchdowns, and a 34-31 New York victory over the Bengals.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Jets have retaken the lead.
Zerline connects on the extra point. It's now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's Mixon on the counter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Burrow.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So the
failure to connect on second down. That leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 39. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. Under pressure, and he'll go down. The second one ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
On one, ready?
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On one, ready?
7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here we go, here we go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Burrow throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Mixon will try the right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark in today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. How do you continue that? And when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Ball again on 2nd down. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard short. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Another run on 2nd down with Carter. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Fielded just inside the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
A good head down running on the return, gets about 15 yards.
And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here we go. Here we go.
first down. Here's Burrow.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it right side with Cannon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here we go.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Gun.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
Touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
28 yards as they have taken the lead.
McPherson on for the point after.
And that makes it 14-10.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he stopped immediately there. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Wilson will throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Zerline good with a PAT. It's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Trenton Cannon on the return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Play action. Now Wilson. Looking sideline, incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Wilson to throw. Open man here is Conklin.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Wilson.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
And he's got him in. Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it.
So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
The question for Mixon was after an injury-riddled 2020. Would he be back to his old self in 2021? And not only was he back, he was even better. He set career highs across the board, finished top 4 league-wide in yardage and touchdowns.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Out to the right, he's got the tight end Waring. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Three yards remain for second down. They're going to look to throw. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
I'm one, right?
Burrow on third down. Throw left side complete to Chase. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go, here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Wilson and Moore there for a Jets first.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards. Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a third to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hall on a give up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Hall again on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Here we go. Set. Squeeze.
They'll try to run with Hall. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They'll look to run with Hall. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it here with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point. These guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down.
Ready?
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
From midfield now, Burrow. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the handoff, this is Cannon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
I'm one. Ready?
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it at least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On 2nd down, a run with Carter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he is going to have the Jets first down. It doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Moore. A beautiful span and room to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Carter straight ahead. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 8. 39 yards there. A big one.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there. Gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. One more time with Hall. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but 4th down coming up.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness, just about got him into the end zone. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will
extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Come on, set. Squeeze, get in there.
Another run on 2nd down with Carter. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Third and 10. Expect a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On the counter, Carter. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 10. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back. But that may not matter now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sauce Gardner picks it off. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. They're going to be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think the guys are going to start to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.